While hiking in Provo Canyon, Utah, two friends suddenly spotted something in the distance.
What's it doing? Does he think it's a bear?
At first, it looked like a black bear. When the creature stood up, it became clear it wasn't a bear.
Just too close to it, huh? Oh, cool though. Just go.
It was a humanoid figure covered in dark fur. The situation changed when the creature noticed the hikers. Fearing for their safety, the hikers quickly ran away. This man was happily skiing when he suddenly noticed something unusual.
Better watch out, you better not die, you better not crash, I'm telling you why, 'cause you told your wife you're at work.
A tall, dark figure peering out from behind a tree. The figure's height and shadowy appearance matched classic descriptions of Bigfoot. Unfortunately, the video cuts off right there, leaving what happened next a mystery. While hiking in New Hampshire, this man heard strange noises and began recording. He captured footage of a large dark figure moving through the trees. Unfortunately, he was too far to capture any clear details of the creature. Whether it's a clever prank or an actual Bigfoot sighting remains a mystery. A family outing in the forest took a scary turn when they heard this. A terrifying growl can be heard coming from within the forest. As the father tried to keep everyone calm, he caught something unsettling on film. A dark figure lurking in the bushes. Who or what could he have captured that day? While hiking in the forest, this man spotted something unusual in the distance.
Up through here, I hear the brush popping and stuff. Oh, there he goes.
A large dark figure moving through the trees. He claims the footage is untouched and unedited. The creature doesn't resemble any known animal, leading some to believe it could be proof of Bigfoot. Skeptics, however, argue it might be an elaborate hoax. On June 8, 2018, Danny and his wife were hiking in a park when they filmed the beautiful scenery.
Did you hear that?
What was it?
What was that?
But later, while reviewing the footage, they noticed something unusual. A dark figure peeking from behind a tree. The figure appeared heavy and humanoid. Although some suggest it might be a bear, bears aren't commonly seen in that area. Could this be something else entirely? A hunter set up a trail cam deep in the Canadian wilderness to capture wildlife, but the footage reveals something truly unexpected. A massive creature can be seen behind the bushes. The enormous figure looked angry, breaking branches and throwing them before disappearing into the woods. Some say it could be a person in a costume, but others point out the creature's strength and size, estimating it to be about 7 feet tall and much broader than a human. What do you think? Is it a hoax or real footage of Bigfoot? This video was recorded in South Bloomingville, Ohio by a security camera.
What do you think you see? You just want to go far. What do you think
Moments after a dog starts barking, something appears to move near the electric pole on the left side of the screen. Just 10 seconds before, there was faint movement in the bushes beside the porch post. Could the movements be from Bigfoot, or is it just a person nearby? On January 13th, 2020 in Ontario, Canada, a normal winter day turned frightening for a group of workers in the forest. As they worked, they heard this. All three men felt uneasy, sensing something was wrong. One man recorded the sound on his phone and later shared the video online. What could be causing these noises? Are they from an animal, or is it something more frightening? A group of men were hiking when they discovered this. Large footprints in the snow near a well-known Bigfoot spot.
See this right here. Look right here. Get in on this one.
Yeah, I mean the foot is melted away to make it look bigger. But look at the top of these right here.
Yeah.
Toes.
Yeah.
So you got a toe here, here, and then it was the whole hill.
And let me ask you something.
Here, whole hill.
Let me ask you something. If you're looking down at these, do you know something different about this grouping?
There's a small one and
There's
a
a
big
small one and a big one. That means more than one. So it looks like this one might be a parent and a juvenile.
Parent and a juvenile.
And it makes sense because they're all grouped together so close. That's why they're so close together and they're not strided out.
After examining them, they believed these prints belonged to Bigfoot. However, there were footprints of different sizes, suggesting a family of Bigfoot had passed through. Could these really be footprints from Bigfoot? In 2021, this man films himself when he accidentally captures this. A creature moving quickly through the trees in the background. The creature is covered in thick brown hair with a large head. Skeptics argue it could be a person in a suit given its smaller size, but the true identity of the figure remains a mystery. This group of friends went on a camping trip deep in the woods. To capture wildlife near their campsite, they decided to set up a trail camera. While reviewing the footage, they were shocked to see this. A large, unidentified creature hiding among the trees. It is covered in dark hair and has a very large domed head, similar to the legendary Bigfoot. Experts estimate it to be around 8 foot tall. The creature stood still, watching the campsite, suggesting the campers may have set up in its territory. Reddit user KittyBeans246 shared these photos taken by her grandpa's friend, a rancher in rural Montana. When he did reveal the pictures, even local professors were confused by what they saw. Years later, KittyBeans246 posted them online to get more opinions. This hunter heard rustling in the bushes and thought it was another hunter. When he went to check, he saw this. A large, dark figure hiding in the bush. Terrified, he ran back to camp and later shared a video of the creature online. On August 12th at about 6:30 a.m., while fishing in the Navajo Nation reservation, this man noticed something moving out of the corner of his eye. When he stood up, he saw this. A creature with reddish hair and a round head about 250 yards away. He quickly took photos to capture it. Nick described the creature as around 7 feet tall. Unfortunately, the distance made it difficult to capture clear details in the photos. This man was flying his drone over the woods when he accidentally captured this. The footage shows a large ape-like figure moving through a snowy forest. What could this be? Unfortunately, he couldn't fly his drone closer, as the thick branches would have destroyed it. While a man was fishing by a lake, he noticed this.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, it's on my side of the bank now. I'll see it. I'm gonna zoom in as close as I can. It's like it's still in the water up to its waist. It knows I'm up here. I think it wants to come up here, but it's not going to while I'm here.
A large, dark figure standing in the distance. The figure seemed to be searching for food along the riverbank. Is this really Bigfoot or just an animal? On a cloudy day, these hikers spotted something unusual and captured this with a potato camera. A large creature trying to blend in with the trees. The hikers managed to record the massive being. After returning from their hike, they shared the video with authorities, requesting an investigation. However, no evidence of the creature was found. During a recent trip to a remote mountain area, a man filmed something unusual. As he zoomed in between two big rocks, he saw this. A tall and broad figure standing out against the rocks. It appears that the creature was lying there until it noticed the people, at which point it quickly vanished. Many think it looks like the legendary creature, while others think it could just be a bear. While on a road trip in California, a group spotted a large figure climbing up a steep hill and quickly grabbed their camera to record. The figure appeared massive, moving effortlessly through the rough terrain. Still, it seemed odd for Bigfoot to be walking so close to a busy road. But what else could this be? While camping with her daughter, a woman thought she spotted a figure on a distant mountain. When her daughter failed to see it, the woman decided to film a short video to capture the moment. Upon returning home and reviewing the footage, they were stunned to discover that the figure appeared large and covered in fur. Excited by their unexpected find, they decided to share the video online, inviting others to share their thoughts. One night, a man looked out his window and saw something unusual.
I just happened to look out, and I seen the black figure standing in the woods. It creeped me out. I thought maybe it was some person, but the more I looked at it, the more I realized that it was a lot bigger than a normal person would be. And I could see that it had like beady eyes. There were no white parts to the eye. It was just solid black. And it wasn't blinking or anything. It was just staring me down.
Seeing this, instantly, I tell myself, we're looking at a Bigfoot.
They've frequented the house almost every night since then, in some way or another. They're very close to me at all times now. They show up right after the sun goes down, and they leave right as the sun's coming up or shortly after.
The man managed to capture the creature on camera several times, but never got close enough to see it clearly. Once he tried to move in for a better look, but the creature bolted and was never seen again. In August 2019, Hickory resident Doug Teague filmed what he believes to be a Bigfoot in North Carolina. While walking his dog, he heard loud knocks in the distance and went to investigate. Doug quickly noticed large footprints and followed the tracks until he spotted a strange creature.
He's still up here. Or something's up here. He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving. Daisy, come here. Daisy, come here.
He claimed that as he got closer, the creature began throwing stones at him. Later, an anthropologist examined the footprints and estimated they belonged to a creature about 15 feet tall. Experts agreed the prints appeared authentic. While on a camping trip, a man suddenly spotted a dark-furred creature. He quietly grabbed his phone to record, but froze in fear when the creature started to run. He quickly left, eager to share what he had seen with others. While hiking in American Fort Canyon, a man notices something moving among the trees. At first, he thinks it's a moose or elk, but as he gets closer, he realizes it's something unusual. The footage shows a hairy creature standing on two legs. After it runs away, the man wonders if he imagined it, but later, when he checks the video, the footage shows otherwise. A video titled Jabba's Cascade Bigfoot, uploaded on August 5th, 2024, has surprised many viewers due to its realistic look. Yet, with no information about its origin, the footage remains shrouded in mystery. Take a look. In the video, the creature appears to notice the man and seems to quietly slip away. Many believe it stands around 7 feet tall, but without further details, this intriguing sighting remains an unsolved mystery. Loggers working in a remote forest accidentally filmed something unusual. While using their heavy machinery, they noticed a tall, dark figure in the background of their footage. They didn't notice anything strange at the time, but were stunned when they discovered it later. While walking in the woods, a father records his daughter, Liana, unaware of what's behind them. In the background, a large creature can be seen moving. Later, when they review the footage, they're shocked to see what they believe might be Bigfoot. During a family picnic, something catches their attention in the distance.
Okay, what is that?
Whoa!
It is Bigfoot.
We're making history, Kate.
Are you sure?
Well, what does it look like to you?
The video reveals a figure lurking just beyond the trees. Later, as they review the footage, they can't shake the feeling that they may have really encountered Bigfoot. While boating, a family saw an unusual figure on the shore and zoomed in for a better look.
What's that? What's that right there? Over there!
As they got closer, they could see a dark figure coming out of the thick jungle. They quickly grabbed their camera, knowing no one would believe them otherwise. This video comes from the western woods of Kosice, Slovakia, where a hiker embarks on a 2-day trip through the expansive forest. During his hike, he feels like someone, or something, is watching him. The hiker records his journey and eventually finds a strange hut made of large branches. Curious, he gets closer. While filming inside, this happens. A deep growling noise can be heard from outside. Terrified, he runs away. As he walks further, he hears rustling noises and points the camera toward the sound. To his horror, he sees a tall figure shaking the trees. Its huge size becomes clear compared to the trees around it. Scared, the hiker runs away, promising never to return to those woods. A young man shared a strange video on Reddit, claiming it was filmed by his uncle in the late 1990s during a camping trip. His uncle recorded it because he thought his younger siblings were trying to scare them around the campsite. He aimed to frighten them, but ended up terrified instead. Hidden in the tall grass was a large, unidentified creature with big, animal-like ears. The man quickly ran back to his family, but when they returned to the spot, the creature had vanished, leaving him wondering what they had actually seen. This family was enjoying a road trip. As the young girl gazes out from the car window, she suddenly notices something strange.
Mom, look how pretty the sunset is. Ow. What was that? What was that?
A dark figure can be seen in a grassy field. At first, it looks like it could be an animal, or maybe a person, but its size and stance make it hard to identify. A group of friends went on a fun hike in the woods. While on their way back home, they decided to record a short video as a memento of their trip. As they filmed, the person with the camera pointed it at his friends. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, but when they later watched the video, they noticed they were not alone. A dark shadow can be seen in the background that looked human, but moved like a ghost. They were left feeling terrified and chilled by what they had captured. This footage, shared by Reddit user Waldenville, captured something unsettling. Terrifying scream echoed through a secluded Canadian forest. Many viewers speculate that the screams might be from Bigfoot. What could be hiding in the shadows of this seemingly peaceful area? Two friends driving on a lonely road in Russia suddenly spotted a dark creature walking along the right side of the road. Thinking it might be Bigfoot, they decided to get out of their car and follow it.
Ты кто там вообще? Ты кто такой? Чувак.
However, the creature vanished into the forest before they could get a closer look. The footage they captured isn't very clear, leaving room for speculation. 2020, some friends returned from a hunting trip in Baxter, Tennessee, and were relaxing on their property. Suddenly, they spotted this.
Hey, do you see that? Do you see that? I'm afraid to... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Valley, do you see that? Do you see?
A dark figure can be seen hiding behind a tree. Although the camera quality is poor, the figure can be seen moving from behind a tree. They mentioned the creature looked unlike anything they had seen before. In this footage, a child is filming the backyard of their cabin as they hear odd sounds and see their dogs barking at something unseen. They call their parents and wait for them to arrive. Suddenly, they capture this on camera.
The dogs are barking at something.
Where?
Over that way.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, right there, look.
Oh my gosh. What is that?
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
A creature can be seen moving between the trees before disappearing behind the ridge. The father rushes outside and spots the creature again just before it vanishes for good. Some speculate it might be Bigfoot. However, the true identity of the creature remains a mystery. 13 years ago, a photo was taken during a camping trip in the Arapaho and Roosevelt National Forests just west of Denver. At first glance, everything appears normal, but a closer inspection reveals something unusual. A figure can be seen among the trees. Some believe it could be Bigfoot, a creature rumored to inhabit remote areas. Cryptozoologists are thrilled by the photo and the rugged, isolated landscape of the mountains, which makes it a plausible location for a sighting of this legendary creature. A guy was driving toward his next destination when he noticed something odd along the way.
Yo, what the fuck is that? No mames. That shit's going off fast. That's not a person at all, bro. That shit disappeared. Wait, what the fuck? Nah, what the fuck is that? That's fucking scary, dog.
A small figure could be seen running fast in the distance. The figure had a human-like shape, but moved too quickly for any person. The guy quickly posted the video online, hoping someone would have an explanation for this. User YourFriend16 recently uploaded a 15-second clip titled, "This video I took at a lake." Taken during a peaceful hike, the video opens with the serene sounds of nature, until a terrifying scream suddenly breaks the silence. Now, it might have been a local animal, but there's something unsettlingly human about the sound. Now, let's continue with these next terrifying encounters.